Good morning, my friends. Welcome back to the channel. This is Tanya Sidegigcrafts. You guys, I owe you a huge apology because yesterday I was going to make some cards for you, some fall cards, and I even posted on my community tab to watch for the video. I did not get a chance to do it. I know. Life happened, and I apologize. I truly, sincerely apologize. We're going to make some cards today. We are going to get it done because I still need to make them. I still want to make them, and they're gonna be amazing. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take some of our cardstock and we're going to cut those in half-a-roonies. So this is 11 inches. So that would be 5.5. Is that right? 5.5 by, what am I doing? What am I doing? If I cut this here, what size card am I going to get? Is that the right size card? That'll work. Does that make 5.5 by 4.25? It does. That is correct. I did that right. Oh my gosh. Okay. So if you do one piece of your standard regular old cardstock, cut that in half lengthwise at 5.5, you've got 2 standard size cards. Okay, so I've got some card bases here. We can fold those up in half. We're not gonna make all of these on screen today, of course, but you know, since I've got them out, I might as well at least bone fold them. So we're gonna be working with this Sweet Harvest paper I got from Michael's. I may actually end up going, I don't know. I just spent money with Rosie's. Go check out Rosie's studio because there's some sales going on. She's selling 1 stamp set for free when you buy one. There are some really good deals there, guys. So go check that out. I am on her design team, so I like to shout it out. And not to mention the fact that I like to share when I can get a really good deal. So I did, and I went and bought most of them. I got most of them. I'm not going to lie. And yeah, for cheap. There's some on her site right now. I don't know if they'll be there when you get there, but there's some on her site right now that are 54 cents. So go today. It might be a sale. I don't know how long the sale's going on. I got an email. I didn't read through it. I said I'm going to get some of those stamps. I need some. Go check it out because yeah, they're cool. And I got some extras, so I'm hoping that to have a giveaway when they get here and to share some of those. So stay tuned for that. I'll be better about getting that out on time. All right, so I've got some card bases to make. So what I like to do with these card bases and then put a matting on them and then do the decorating from there. I also like to put these are light colors, so I don't know what I will. I do like to put another piece of cardstock inside because it makes it a little heavier. When this side is all heavy and built up and then this side is just one piece of paper, it just feels very weak to me. So I like to put another piece of cardstock on the inside too. So Sweet Harvest. So this is what the papers look like. I've used a lot of them already. This is just what I have left. But you can see just how beautiful they are. So go check those out at Michael's. Hopefully your store will have some too. But I love the pink pumpkins, the pink and the orange combination. They're just gorgeous. These are some of the papers I pulled. And I've got some scraps down here in my bucket as well. So my thought is I want to use some of these things like the Gather with Love, Grateful and Thankful. I'm going to do some die cutting on those, cut those out to make some focal points, as well as this pumpkin. I did this on the front of the journal folio or the recipe folio I made, and it was beautiful. And I think that would make a beautiful card front. It would be a beautiful card front just like that. And then this one as well. So I want to do some of that. And let's see, well, these are some of the cards that were in there. These are a little bit too big for focal points for cards. Maybe not. This could fit here, but it would take up the whole card, wouldn't it? So those are probably a little bit too big. I'm going to go ahead and set those aside. But we can do some strips. We can do all kinds of fun things. So, and then these are some papers that I pulled that will coordinate if I need them. So anyways, let me pull a few things together and I'll be right back with you. Okay, my friends, I've got a few things cut out with my dies, and out of the paper pad. I found some contrasting colors and things, and I just figured it out the way. Anyways, I've got nesting die circles, and I went to get the biggest one that would still fit on my card and cut that with this one, the background, and then the next one smaller with the design. So I just made those nest on there. I don't know the sizes because they're, it's not like they're labeled or anything. But anyways, they'll fit onto the card this way. And so we're going to glue these on. And we're going to create some beautiful, beautiful, very simple cards, honestly. So if you have some circle dies, in your stash, that'll work. Remember your cards, if you do the standard size, 5.5 by 4.25. And just find things that fit. Go through your stash, just use what you have. It doesn't matter. You don't have to use these papers. You don't have to use what I use. You just use this as an idea to create with what you have. I just happen to have this packet from this year because I was so excited I had to have it. I had to. You guys know I don't go by paper, hardly ever. Hardly ever. Now that I'm doing Rosie's, I went and bought some Christmas paper. If I wasn't doing that, I wouldn't have bought it, probably. I would have just used some things for Christmas that I already had, because I already have Christmas paper. But you'll see me crafting with both the stuff that I already have, the old stuff, as well as Rosie's new stuff. So I plan on crafting a lot for Christmas this year. Sometimes it kind of the time gets away from me. But this year, I really, really, really want to do it up. I've got some gifts to send out this year, and some wonderful friends. I've got some wonderful swaps to do, and I want to make a lot of cards for kindness. I signed up to be a volunteer for them, so I'm going to be sending in lots of cards for them. So that's, part of the reason why I want to make some cards today too, because I can send some for that. So, all right, we've got what I did is I went and got some gold paper. These are also going to be mats. I cut them down to 5 by 4.5. And so these are going to go onto the cards. And then I got, these are 4 3/4. Is that right? They're about 1/4 of an inch all the way around smaller. That's what I meant to say. So, yeah, anyway, so I'm going to glue these to the gold. See how I'm stacking, just matting it up. Now, if you like to conserve that paper back behind you, you can cut something, die cut something out of here or something. But it's just, it's just paper to me. I'm just going to use it like it is. I was worried when I do that. You can do that and use your scraps that way, but I feel like it's going to somehow leave a dent in there, so I don't like to do that. And then we're just going to glue this onto the backing. And so we will have our base ready to be decorated. See how that goes? Beautiful, beautiful. I'll put the actual sizes in the description box because my brain isn't thinking that way right now. Since I cut it, I kind of let that information slide. So, but I'll put if I don't and you need the information, just remind me and I'll put it into the description box for you. But my intention is to do that. But you guys know I forget stuff. I post these videos, it takes 3 hours to load them, and then sometimes literally, sometimes more. And then I forget to put the stuff in the description box that I talked about in the video because I have to do it later after it's loaded. And then I can edit. Okay, so this one, these are just the papers I chose for my backgrounds. I had big chunks of them and I thought, let's use that. No reason to put them in the scrap box when we're making cards today, right? Let's make that again. And I'm probably going to make more than this, but we'll start with these 3. This one is non-directional, which is nice. But yeah, I did put that, I guess it's non-directional, so it won't matter which side that opens. So there we go. There's that one. So we could use it this way, or we could use it this way. We get to decide that. All right. And we'll decide that as we decorate. Because as of this moment, it's non-directional. Oh, you guys, you know what? I asked the other day if anybody had a recipe for banana peanut butter bread that they would share. I didn't get a single recipe, but I did find one online. And it was phenomenal. I'm still eating on that bread. I cut it the loaf in half because, you know, I don't want to waste it. And going through a whole loaf of bread like that in, you know, a short amount of time, like a week, within a week is difficult, especially moist bread like that because it molds. So I cut half of it and put it in the freezer. But oh, I'm so excited to make that recipe again. I'll have to share it on my other channel. It's really, really good. Okay, so that's what I had for breakfast. That's why I was thinking about it. So these we're going to use. Now I could use, I like this one on this one. Isn't that beautiful like that? It's just so stunning. So I'm thinking about putting a stripe behind it of yet another color and then popping this up a little bit. I think that's what we're going to do. Maybe pink. Maybe not. Maybe we just use this red again. I don't know about that. Let's find something really, really pretty. Will this paint, well, even if it doesn't stretch off Paris, I do like that. So we could do a whole block like that, or just put a ribbon behind it. For that matter, we could use actual ribbon too. That would be pretty. But I haven't pulled any ribbon out. That might take some time. So we're not going to do that on this one. Maybe later. Maybe later. We could put a solid stripe behind it. That's kind of boring though, isn't it? We could do some floral. Would be beautiful. Ooh, this one might actually work really nicely. If not for this one, for a different one. That would be pretty. But I don't think that's the one. I think that's the one I need to put behind this one. And this I think I need to put on this card. Isn't that pretty? And then maybe this one on this one. Do we like that? And it doesn't need a stripe behind it. Can you guys even see what I'm doing? Okay, something like that maybe. This one might go here nicely here too. It doesn't show that much on that one. I might not put a stripe on that one unless I go back this way. But I can't go back that way because the pumpkins are upright. Okay, so this, I think this one's going to go here. I'm going to cut it a little thinner. But I think that one's going to go there. And then this one, what am I going to do with this one? Maybe... No, that's kind of odd feeling. It doesn't feel right. Should we just put this one behind it? Maybe just this one. Fall in love. I do like that. Okay, we're going to go with that. So I do need to cut these narrower. So this is going to be 5 inches. I need to find out now. So, yep, 5 inches. Okay, so we're going to cut these down to 5 inches. And I'm going to use my trimmer for that because I also want to cut them a little bit thinner. So let's go to 1 inch on these. And that actually straightened it up real good. And then, so 1 by 5 on those. And I'm actually going to keep these long ones because we're going to make another card with those kind of strips. I don't need those tiny pieces. This one goes here. This one goes here. Let's go ahead and glue this down. Should I, ooh, you know what I could do? Would also be fun to sew on them, but I'm not going to do that for the sake of time and the video. But we will ink the edges up a little bit just to give them a little bit of dimension, not to grunge it up, just a little bit of highlight. It will make all the difference in the world. This one too. It won't be something that's obviously visual or visual obvious. Anyways, you won't see it all that much, but it's going to make a very subtle difference. In fact, I'd be willing to bet you can't even tell in the camera. I can see it just a bit. I'm only using the ink that's on my stamper, or my, not dipping it into fresh. Don't need more. Just a touch. Okay, so that's that. Go ahead and glue this down. How simple are these cards, guys? How simple is this? That's just going to go from there to there. Straighten that up a little bit, little tiny slide. It's barely too long, but that's okay. Nobody's going to notice unless they're picking at it. And then we're going to pop this one up with dimensional tape. When I can find it. I know I have some. Is this all I have? I might only have this thin stuff now. I mean, it'll work. I might not have much left. This might be my next purchase. Trying so hard not to buy stuff, you guys. So hard. As I talk about going and buying paper. I know. I know. You don't even have to tell me. I heard it. I heard it come out of my mouth. I know. But it's true. I'm trying not to. I've got so many beautiful things in here. I'm trying to clean. It's happening. It's working. Trust me. Yeah, I'm so excited. I've had several days off in a row this week from work. And then a short shift in between. And then I'll be working another week, and then I'll be off for 5 days to care for Chloe. She's not going to need my attention all the time. So I'll have time to come up here, and maybe she'll even fill up to helping me to organize in my craft room. So that's exciting. And to get some videos done and all the things. So I'm going to set this just to the side and kind of slightly off kilter. Just like that. Fall in love. I love that. And then I might be able to find some paper flowers or something. I might not be able to do that yet because I don't have any available at the moment, but I might be able to find some that would coordinate. So that was pretty easy, right? Simple, simple, simple. Let's get this one done. Honestly, just using up our scraps from when we cut out the other things, and, for my other project, using those up. And making some beautiful cards. Use your scraps. Why not? That's what they're there for. That's why we save them. It's a good reminder. If I could get a handle on my scraps, my entire craft room would be a totally different room than it is right now. But I've got boxes of scraps everywhere, and I don't know how else to organize them. So that's what I'm working on, figuring that out. I have a feeling I'm going to be figuring it out for years to come. Because every time I think I've got it figured out, it doesn't work anymore. I'm just throwing these little pieces on the floor because I got to clean that later anyway. Oh, Chloe threw the filter away from my vacuum cleaner the other day. I don't think it's a replaceable filter. I think it's just part of the vacuum. I don't know. So I've got to do some research. In the years I've had it, I've just rinsed the filter out. I thought it was part. She threw it away. I was like, well, where is it? She goes, it's in the bottom of the dumpster. I'm like, oh my God. So I've got some research to do. See if I can find a new filter for my vacuum cleaner. All right, so this one I'm going to put in the middle. This would have been cute with the brown if that was gold too, but I did it this way. I think that one turned out really cute. You can always stamp your sentiment inside. I don't always stamp a sentiment inside until I'm ready to give it. This one, I think we're just going to pop this one up. I don't think it really needs anything in the back. I mean, it could. We could go this way with it and put something like that. Actually, that's pretty cute right there. Or should I put it, maybe I should put this up at the top and put this down at the bottom. like that. Yeah, let's do that. There are no rules. It's just whatever pleases our eye, right? Ah. This will be too long, but that's okay because it's not going to show at the top anyway. So I may need to get online today and order some foam tape. There are other things we could use. We could use, like I've got that junky foam. I won't tell you where I got it. That I could probably cut up and glue to the back of things, and use that up. That would be good. I could get that out of my craft room since I hate that stuff. I'm not telling you where I got it because I don't want to offend anybody or make you think you should go buy it from there because I don't like it. So I'm not gonna recommend it at all. And in doing so, I'm not naming it. But I do not like it. It's just really thin foam, and it stretches. And I got it, I can tell you, I got it from a shop on Amazon. So it's not like it's one of those local stores we shop at. I just don't like it. I don't like the way it works. It doesn't work for me. It was not what I intended to purchase. That's all. Okay, so that one we'll put right there. Boop. That actually leaves a nice room space for a sentiment if I want to add that later. So we've got 3 beautiful cards just like that. Now, you guys, I wanted to mention also, aren't they great? Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. They're so, so pretty. It's so simple too. When I cut those out, when I die cut them out, I came up with this. Now, don't throw this away because if you build journals, you can use this. Or we could even, actually, let's just make another card out of it. What we can do is this. We can cut this to the size of our card, and then we can use that same die cut to put a circle in that space. Does that make sense? Give me just a second. I'll be right back. All right, so I've got more circles. So I went back and found the circle that fit the frames that I cut. In doing so, I end up with, of course, 2 more frames. We can do them this way. We could do them this way. These would also be fun in a junk journal. Don't throw them away. You could do things with them. Put your sentiment here on the side, something. We're going to hold on to those. Okay. I did cut those other scraps down to fit the cards. So we're going to go ahead and glue these on to the base. You could put a mat behind it if you want to, but you don't have to. These are thin paper, so you know, I'd like to build up on that. They're so pretty, even as they are. You guys, I'm really trying to get as much out of this paper pad as I can. It's just so pretty. So, so pretty. Let's see. There we go. And then what I was saying is you can just pop one of these things inside of it, and that's your background. And then you can put your sentiment over it. We can use die cuts or, you know, something like that. I probably shouldn't have went to glue this one down yet, but I'm going to. Simply because I'm going to have to mix and match. I want to make sure that I get the right. I don't end up sticking the same paper into the same frame. So we can put something here. We could put something here. There needs to be a focal point and something, but this is a great base. So we've got a good start right here. And so we're going to put this one here. Let's see. Next up. So you can definitely use these pieces for your cards. Don't throw them out. I mean, unless you don't see yourself doing this, but I mean, you could use that. If you love the paper, you get as much use of it out as you can. Ooh, let's slide that back up a little bit. Hopefully without tearing it. There. fit just a little better, maybe. Boy, I'm struggling with that one. There we go. There we go. That's better. I don't know which one I'm going to put in there yet, so I'm going to set that one aside. But I don't want to get stuck. Yeah, see, that's what I was worried about. So I'm going to go ahead and stick that. This is the tan gingham. And I've got 3 pieces of that for the circles. I didn't want to end up having to put the same paper in the circle. So we'll put the pink one because that's the one I have left. And then the rest are the brown gingham like this one. And that's great. So there we go. Because I wanted to grab this pink one for the other, but it's a smaller size. You know what? That's okay. It leaves a nice frame. That's all right. That's all right. Oh, that's funny that I did that. I used the wrong size cutter. Well, actually, I did. That's right, because I did 2 sizes of circles for the other card. So that's okay. It leaves a nice frame around it. That'll actually make it stand out even more. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, so here we go. This will fit right now that I'm thinking about measurements. Did I do it right? Don't know. Hopefully so. Kind of doing this video in pieces today because I didn't have this totally planned out yet, but I'm getting ideas as I go along, and I thought let's do it in a little bit more organized way. Maybe you guys will follow along a little easier. I think I did, yep, I did the same here. So that's okay. It's really pretty. Because these were the holes that I cut for the back of the mat for the circles of the other cards. So that's why they're bigger. Okay, but that's okay because it leaves a little bit of that color showing through that's on the background. It's perfect. All right, and then I've got 2 more of these, but I've got 1 more frame. So we'll have to create 1 more. So I'll use one of those other pieces and I'll show you. I think I'm gonna use the pumpkin one. This one in here. This one's probably, nope, that one fits perfectly. Excellent. Excellent. And then this one should fit perfectly as well. So this card's going to be to this side. I'm going to have to cut this one to fit. So we need this one down to, what's this? 5 1/4. Actually, this is crooked a little bit. So I'm going to trim this one slightly. I folded it just off the center. And then this one will be 5. We'll save that strip. This should fit here just right. I've been cleaning so much in here. My trash bag is full under my desk. I need to take that out before I start another video because I'm doing more videos today. Hopefully. Gosh, I ran out of room on my camera yesterday, on my phone yesterday, and I worked and worked and worked and getting that memory freed up. I was at a loss. I was like, I'll just buy a new phone. I don't care. But I finally got it figured out. Still need a new phone. My phone is old, and that one will fit in there. All right, so those are our backgrounds. I'm going to go ahead and grab, oh, you know what? This is out of there too. Wouldn't that be cute straight across there and with the sentiment on top? That would be pretty darn cute. Do I like it better like on this one? I don't know. I'm going to hold on to these pieces too. So we've got, these are our bases now for our cards. So we've got 5 bases. I'm going to cut out some sentiments and I'll be right back again. We're going to finish these up. They're going to be so darn cute. All right, stay tuned. All right, in an effort to save some time, I went ahead and cut out some die cuts and put them together. I found some flowers that we may be able to add. I'm not sure yet about those. And so I figured let's go ahead and put some of these together, finish them up. I did make a couple more die cuts. We're only going to do 4 of them because of the wonderful things she does. Okay, they didn't cut all the way out of the cardstock that I pulled, so we're just going to go with what we have, what worked. And so we're going to put these on. Oh, I like that one there better. We're just going to attach these on here. You know what I think I want to do with this one, though? I think I'm going to put some gilding wax on this one. We're going to make it, well, if I can find my gilding wax, which should be right here where I keep it. It should be. But, oh, come on now. Is that it? Nope, that's glue. Wouldn't you know? I haven't used it in like forever. But it should be right here. Because it's where it lives. We're not using that today. Okay. All right. Changed my mind. Because I can't find it. Wasn't meant to be then, right? Wasn't meant to be. And that is okay. No stress. No stress, no rules. It's my craft. Okay, so thanks. We'll just press that down because everybody needs a good thank you card from time to time. And that is a good thank you card. And I'm going to put a little glue right there because I think I missed that part. And it's kind of important that that sticks down right there. I do like the ring of pink around there. It does look like it helps it look like it's elevated, even though it's not. Could have put foam under that, but like I said, that wasn't cutting very well. And I just need to get this done. Just need to get it done. It would have been pretty with gilding wax though, but I think it's perfect the way it is. It's great. Just a simple little card. We may add more to it. Who knows? This one, I'd kind of like to add, do I want to do giving thanks on this one? Somehow I feel like it needs a pop of something behind it, it feels like. It's so busy, it's kind of hard to see, but maybe, what if I put, here's an idea, mix two of my die cuts together, and we put giving thanks like that. I mean, we could do Thanksgiving. That would be pretty too. Actually, I kind of like that better. I do like that a lot. Okay, we're going to do that. I wanted to do giving thanks because I feel like that's a little bit more, not necessarily holiday, but it is what it is. We'll just dab some of this glue, make sure I get all those little ends so that they don't pop up. And we'll go like that. So they kind of overlap just a little bit. Don't want them to overlap too much. You won't be able to read it. But I think that's pretty. Thanksgiving. And we could put a flower or something on there. We're going to come back to the flowers in a minute. Let's figure out what else we can do. A simple thanks would be pretty right here, wouldn't it? Just like right here. Ooh, or what about this one? No, because I'm going to want to cover those gold pieces up. That's cute too. I like this right here. It's just so simple. Just like that. You guys, we are smashing this paper pack, using all the goods in there. There's a simple thanks. We could put something up here. We could put something down here. Either way, we don't have to put anything. We could put this one just like right here. Look at that. How cute that is. Do we like this one? I think I'm just going to do this one. I feel like I'm going to put another giving on there, but it didn't come out. Did it? There's that one. Yeah, see, it kind of got stuck in my paper. I had to, I didn't get to go backwards on it. Oh, it came out. And it's the same color. Oh, that's perfect for doing that. It's, some of them slid when I sent them through, so it didn't, some of them didn't cut enough. So we'll go up a little bit with this one. And we're going to do the Thanksgiving just like the other one. Dab a little glue. So these cards didn't take much time, did they? I mean, if you think about it, I got quite a few done. And it didn't take very long. Just have to have you want to get your parts together. That's a little off. I don't think I like that. Can I still get it off? Yes, I can. Get your parts together, so all you have to do is sit down and glue them. All right, so we got that. Let's see if any of these flowers will be pretty on here. Now, I know these are pretty red, but some of them are kind of pink, and I thought if I take them away from the red ones, they might look more pink than red. So I'm going to dump these out and see if my theory is true. See how that's a little more pinkish? I thought maybe we could use some of these pinkier ones. Maybe not. Maybe not. But it's worth a shot. I think the rest of these are pretty red. Those in there. And then I thought I would look through this box and see what we've got in here. Some of these might be, ooh, a lot of these are probably too bulky, but maybe there might be something in here. It's hard to say. I haven't looked in this box forever and a day. Got some white one. Could take off the wire. That one's pretty orange. Do we have some, maybe? These are kind of really bulky. I could put some of this little cheesecloth under there, maybe. Too bulky, too bulky, too bulky. Bulky, 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 bulky. There's another orange. I could possibly use that one. Could possibly use yellow. That would be pretty in there. And the rest of these are a no. Could potentially use those leaves. I love using stuff up. Love it. I love it. It makes room for more. Now I'm thinking if I'm okay, I'm going to set this aside for a second. I really love the idea of maybe these leaves. I'm going to clip these off here. On this one. Why this one? I think the green, because there's a lot of green in here. It might be really pretty to add that in there. Is that too much, guys? Help me out. Is that too much going on? I'm going to put some flowers down here. I have to take those wires off too. Yeah, I don't like it. Might just leave that. Okay, but I feel like we could probably put these too bulky too? Not trying to break it. They're pretty stiff though. These might be too, these are too bulky too. I'm not going to use these. Okay. Not going to use those. What about too much? I feel like I might need some greenery or something behind there to break it up. Something like that might be cute. I do have this back. Ooh, I have this. I do like that a lot. Put that, and then maybe put a little bit up at the top. So this just kind of comes down to, you know, do how you want to do it, and make something pretty, something that catches your eye, something that, you know, you'd be proud to share. I think we're going to do this on this one, at least. Don't necessarily need greenery. It's fall, right? Because I feel like that cheesecloth kind of lends more towards like straw or something, which would be more fall, right? So let's put this down here. And then we'll glue these here. Might have to hot glue those, we'll see. Maybe they'll stick down quickly. Those seem to. And then that way. That's so pretty. Okay, and then we're going to do the same thing with these two down here. We'll put a little bit of this under there. I wouldn't have thought of the cheesecloth if it hadn't been stuck in that flower pack. I would have thought of it. So thanks to past life me who thought to put that in there, who was lazy enough not to put it away. I know I have more of it somewhere, but I don't know. I haven't used it for so long, the cheesecloth. I have no clue where it would be. So that was a great, great find. There. Okay, so we've got 2 of those finished. Look at that. They're coming along. All right, now another thing that I pulled out was these, and I don't know. These might be too bulky too, but I thought they'd be really pretty with some of these things. Bring them out. There we go. Maybe just, you know, fluffed onto here. I think that would be really cute. Just a fun little addition. It is pretty chunky, but I think it would be okay in this case. Let me heat up my glue gun that is buried in this disastrous mess. Right here, right at the front. And we're just going to glue one of these on there. You think that's cute? Maybe up at the top. I don't think this would go through the mail very well, but I think it would be nice to hand it to somebody. It's going to be hard to fit in an envelope, isn't it? All right. What about this one, though? Maybe this one needs the leaves. Oh, that's cute. Turn that glue back on. That's cute. That's really cute. That I can live with. Is that where it goes? I think so. I'm going to fluff this flower up just a little bit. Of course, it'll get squashed in the envelope, but at least it, you know, started out looking fluffy. I haven't used dimensional flowers in so long. I need to go back through my box. See what I've got. That's really cute. Yeah, that's pretty. I think that'll work a lot better than the jute. So anyway, that was fun, you guys. That was a fun little project. Definitely need to finish a couple of these still. I've got 2 that are, oh, I could finish. I know what I can do with that one. 2 more that I need to finish. Actually, it'll be 1 by the time I finish that one because I just saw something I can use on there. That one there. Those can go there. And these have a wire in them so they can bend a little bit. Get that glob off of there. That can go right there in the middle. That one's done. And then what I was thinking is I saw out of the corner of my little eye these little guys on my desk that I've been wanting to use for something, that we can probably do something just like that. Done. Let's just glue them down. Check that out. Not only is it cute, they will no longer be floating around on my desk. Ta-da! Hot glue is the best for things like this part because it is going to be dimensional, and because I'm stacking them, you want to make sure some of your surfaces touch the paper or each other. So you want to kind of put globs back up here so that they will stay down. Just like that. Pretty simple little card. All right, there we go. So we have finished quite a few cards in this short amount of time, guys. Let's go back through them. We've got this one. We've got this one. We've got these. These don't have these don't have sentiments on them yet, but we can add those later. This one. Oops, this one. This one. This one. And this one. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 complete and 1 almost done. So there you go. That's how you can bust that pad and make some fun things. Use the things around you. Use things that you already have. Use your dies, all your stash. I want to thank you guys for hanging out with me today, crafting along. I hope you have a fantastic day. I look forward to seeing you soon. Hit that like and subscribe button. Be part of my YouTube family. Love y'all. Bye-bye.